I read 9 books in the month of December. We're gonna rapid fire through these. I'm gonna tell you what I thought of each of them. I started out the month strong reading the book Dark Matter. This is a psychological thriller slash sci-fi book, and I thought it was so good. It definitely kept me on my toes, wondering what the heck was going on. Such a great read. Next, I read the rest of the Caraval series. I had read Caraval in November, and I finished the series with Legend, Finale, and Spectacular. And complete honesty, these books were just okay for me. I did actually like Legendary, Finale, and Spectacular even more than Caraval because Caraval was also just okay. But overall, the series as a whole, it's all right. Next, I read the book Good Spirits. This was the pick for my virtual book club this month, and I loved this book. I thought it was so cute, such a great Christmas read. It was exactly what I was expecting and hoping it would be. And next, I finally dove into the world of Dungeon Crawler Carl. This book was definitely a good time. This is my first time reading the lit RPG genre, so it took me a little bit to get used to that style, but this was so fun. It is full of crass humor, so know that going into it, but overall a good time. And I definitely plan to continue the series. Then I read the book Snowkissed. This was such a sweet and wholesome Christmas romance. I highly recommend if you're looking for a Christmas read next year that's spice-free and just has such a sweet story. Then I read One Day in December. This book is probably the book that has been sitting on my shelf the longest unread. I got this book 3 years ago, back when I probably had like 10 books on my bookshelf. And I just kept not getting around to it, but I finally did. It's definitely like a slower paced book, but I really liked it a lot, and I'm so glad I finally read it. And my last book of the year, I finished reading Assassin's Quest, which is the last book in the Farseer trilogy. I have been loving this trilogy so much, and this trilogy is part of the Realm of the Elderling series. I'm definitely sad this trilogy is over, but really excited to dive into more of Robin Hobb's books. It's just so good. So those are all the books I read in the month of December. It probably wasn't my best reading month, but there were some really good ones in here. I'm curious to know if you've read any of these books. What did you think of them?